each other, attack for each other. Everything we have, we leave out on that field. Give us some.
This game against LSU, the atmosphere is going to be unreal.
This is a big opportunity to make a statement on who we believe we are.
We're the best in the nation. All day, we play harder than them.
Whatever the narratives are, our guys know what they want for an outcome.
Let's go!
There's a lot on the line for us this Saturday.
Soggy, sloppy weather all day, but the storm has moved off. The lights have come on, and Death Valley has come alive as the Aggies come calling. Welcome to the SEC on ABC. Saturday Night Football presented by Capital One and part of the SEC All Day presented by IHG Hotels. Are deep for LSU. And the kickoff will sail deep into the end zone. The menace. They fake it to the freshman on the first play and then check it down. That's Bowers Sharp, the tight end, for a short gain. Impact players when LSU's got the ball.
Well, you've talked about Harlem Berry. He gets this opportunity as a true freshman, see what he can do with it. This is a true freshman. Another one, left tackle, Carius Kern getting a chance to play with Tyree Adams out. And on defense, York, one of the leaders of this defense, been around. This is his 34th start. And on the edge, rusher to quarterback 9. Cassius Howell doing a great job, having a big year.
These second down plays become important because the Aggies are tremendous on third down. But Berry, the freshman, breaks loose and says, yeah, I'm ready for this stage. Picks up 16. Boy, what? Johnson is the back. They'll rotate 4 guys in tonight. Nussmeier flips it into traffic there, tried to set up the screen, but Damian Sanford, the linebacker, got a hand on it. And when you have back in the game on 2nd and 10. 4-man rush, and they got him. Well, 4 guys beat 5, and there is Cassius Howell. He portaled from Bowling Green. He is a big problem for him. And here he is again. Look at that stance. 3rd and 19. Nussmeier fading back and scanning and delivers a ball incomplete on the sidelines. Berry and Brown was running, but that pass rush for the Aggies making itself known here. The electric transfers on this A&M team as a receiver and a returner waiting at the 20, and he'll take it at the 18. Dodges 1-man, 2-man. Concepcion spinning free. He is really dangerous with the football. One of the big impact newcomers on this team. 48-yard punt, but Concepcion brought it back 14 yards. And here comes Marcel Reed as a runner here at the Bayou Bengals a year ago. Much more accomplished as a passer than he was this time for that matchup.
Yeah, I think you pay for that as well.
Ruben Owens is the back. He's got the handoff and plows ahead for a couple of yards. Impact players, Kirk and the Aggies have the ball.
Let's start with Ruben Owens, especially with Le'Veon Moss out. He carries a bigger load. We just talked about Concepcion, so dangerous. What a great ability to bring in a great playmaker. That's a look at Moss. And then on the other side, we got Halsey. A.J. Halsey has been leads them in tackles, been a great transfer portal guy on the inside. 88, Bernard Gooden, probably their best interior D lineman. He's a big one tonight.
Yeah, he's been out. Good to have him back healthy. Reed from the pocket delivers across the middle, and it's a crossing right to Concepcion, who sprints out of bounds. Got in front of the freshman DJ Pickett, picked up 13. March ready to go tonight. They'll have to fill in for a big void there. Owens stopped for a very short gain. Colin Klein calls the plays for the line. Ball out quickly, spit to the edge. It's Theo Mellon-Orstrom, the big Swede, and the tight end. First down yardage at the LSU 41. Tight ends a part of this offense. Run blocking, of course, and also as receivers. Reed buying time, slings it downfield, and tried to get it into Borkacher, one of those tight ends who's an effective weapon. But A.J. Halsey, one of your impact, is showing some pressure. Got to hurry here. Play clock at 1. Reed rolling out. And wanted to launch downfield, just takes off. Marcel Reed racing to the pylon, makes a cut and dives for the end zone. Touchdown A&M. The electric quarterback strikes early from 41.
Now this is undisciplined eyes against a mobile quarterback.
He had a 60-yard touchdown sprint against Arkansas last week, called back, but he is a danger from anywhere. He's go right down the field, 68 yards in 6 plays. Longest run of Reed's career. Remember, he had 3 rushing touchdowns against LSU last year. Arian Brown tries to bounce. It does get the edge, and the Wilmer Kentucky Wildcat out near the 30. This LSU, the Aggie band and the fans, and they're here a pretty good number, making noise as Harlem Berry seems close to breaking a long one, picked up 5 on first down. And now Kyle Parker comes in motion, so 3 wide receivers to the right of Nussmeier. They run it, and Berry running hard, and it's a first down. Right across the 35, picked up 6 more.
Yeah, good job.
His command of this defense. Nussmeier, long pitch to the perimeter, and catch made by Brown, who scoots out of bounds. He can still throw a lot of beautiful
for yards after the catch, for sure.
Pass rush comes, ball pitched to the perimeter here. This is Juwan Johnson, the running back, makes a couple guys miss and is going to be spun down at midfield. Had to work hard. York made the stop.
Especially if they get you behind the sticks.
Ball out quickly and caught at the end by Trez Green. When you got the play sheet up over the mic, 4 different receivers have caught passes already. Nussmeier zips a quick throw, and Aaron Anderson, a dangerous small receiver, picks up 8. Leaping Aggie defenders. 2nd and 2 is where they want to be against this defense. Nussmeier will take a downfield shot, launches down there for Brown, and it's incomplete, but a flag comes out. Des Ricks was in coverage.
Yeah, he lost the football, makes contact near the end of the play, so they'll get the PI.
An aggressive approach, though, Kirk. They make a nice gain on first down and already an opportunity to take a shot downfield.
Defense, number 2, 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Murray takes his place. 2nd down. Slant. Green. Big fella bracketed. Tough to bring down. Trez Green to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. Got 14 that time. Aggies have been stout down in the red zone. 4 receivers. Bunch to the right. They go back to the left. Green. Jump ball. That was easy. Trez Green. A red zone weapon. What a drive for Nussmeier. Surgical.
Haven't answered.
Big body, strong hands. Ramos for the PAT. Nussmeier 6 for 6.
Covered, quote unquote, never covered, is what Joe Sloan tells Garrett Nussmeier.
Earls kick up the goal line, taken by Terry Bussey. And Bussey wrestled down across the 27.
He really was challenging these fans.
Handoff inside. Jamarian Morrow, part of that deep rotation. We'll see 4 or 5 different Aggies carry the football, and he got 11 yards that time.
Just a flatline personality as a competitor.
Good protection and incomplete. Tried to zip it to Morrow that time in the flat, low throw.
It's a very balanced attack.
Reed on the keeper. After the breakout game against LSU, went on the road, won his first real big road start in the swamp. There's the back. 3rd and 8.
7 guys up. Are they all coming? Who's dropping?
6 of them come. Ball out. Reed completes it. And Concepcion slips free. A big gain into LSU territory.
What a route by Concepcion.
They fake it to EJ. Reed again. Dances free. It's so hard to contain. He's got the speed, but he's also got a lot of wiggle. Missed tackle by Harold Perkins that time. They made a change. Didn't have to worry about the coach's communication. They want him just to play fast because he wasn't playing fast in that game against Vanderbilt, and he is a very fast guy, so they're trying to get him going. Now it's Mari Daniels' turn in the backfield, the 4th Aggie tailback to see action. Reed pitches far side. Terry Bussey is a versatile piece. At one point, he was a DB for the Aggies. Played running back last year. Also can play receiver. 8th play of the drive. Reed in command here so far in Tiger Stadium. Short throw off target to Mario Craver, another electric newcomer. The 2nd and 10 run. And keeps it off the left side. Jacoby and Guillory maneuvering here. Play clock at 6. Tigers back off. Reed tries to make a play in the move. Throws it end zone. Touchdown. KC Concepcion from 15 yards out. And A&M back on top.
Well, again, what a job by this offense.
Convince him to come watch a practice. Elko said he'd watch Reed run around and thought, I'm not going there if the guys are running quarterback. No, come watch this guy throw in practice. I wanted to ride home from my high school games with Mom. I said, Mom, could you please drive to the game so I don't have to ride home with Dad? Because Dad would always find fault no matter how well he played.
That's great.
Holly?
It was hours in that June and July time frame.
Now Nussmeier, who's put in plenty of hours with his guys, trying to answer again. It's Harlem barely ducking down for a short gain. They've struggled to score points, but the defense has been stout. Major challenge tonight. Nussmeier probably can sense that. It's going to take quite a few points to win this game, and he finds Aaron Anderson for 14 yards.
We almost flipped that one off. It was over.
Would have been a 3rd loss for the preseason number 1. Barry, solid start to this game for the freshman. His first career start, picks up 4. 4-man rush. They twisted and they got home, and Cassius Howell has knocked down Nussmeier for a 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, it's slow to get up, but they go empty. Means you only have 5 offensive linemen. Here's a redshirt freshman going against one of the best pass rushers. Not a back, not a tight end, nobody to help out. They didn't even have to blitz.
Not been able to do that so far. 2 sacks already for number 9. Nussmeier. Long pitch, and it's broken up. Reaching around was Will Lee III, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, that's the experience of Will Lee.
On that pass rush. Concepcion just came up with a touchdown. Back to return the punt, waving for the fair catch at the 16-yard line. And Marcel. Aggies' 3rd possession. They're 2 for 2. And Reed looking for more. It's a low throw. Mario Craver gets involved with his first catch, comes back and grabs it for an 11-yard gain.
And of course, he's still sprinkling him in the run game.
Ball is loose, and they have to go back and dive on it. Recovered there by Reuben Owens, the running back. They'll see an even better chance to recover it. 2nd and 21. Reed threw it right to a defender. A diving play on the ball by P.J. Woodland. They're saying incomplete, but a dangerous throw. Rare mistake like that from Reed. 21. LSU only a 3-man rush. They drop 8, and they still pressure Reed, who's harassed and has to throw the ball away in the end zone. Jamari Butler got there with a 3-man rush. LSU standing at his 40. And they just get it off with a play clock, and it's blocked. Ball bouncing out of the back of the end zone. LSU comes up with a safety, a special teams play. Caleb Jackson flying in to make the block off the edge. 20. Brown standing at the 15. Pretty good boot. And Brown escapes briefly, but not as good a field position as they'd hoped for maybe at the 33. Keep this momentum rolling now. Barry, very much the feature back tonight in his first start. Picks up 3. Dalton Brooks made the tackle. Can you start doing that?
Yeah.
Off the play fake, pressure comes, and it's a check down, a low throw. He had Green open. Nussmeier would like to have that throw back, kind of backpedaling as they close in on him.
Oh, if he just looked.
It's 3rd and 7. Aggies showing pressure, and they bring it. Ball is out quickly, and the catch is made, but Kyle Parker is drilled right away. Just a 3-yard game. Chappelle showed up to make the play, and it's 4th down.
Again, what does Mike play?
Yeah, you're right, because he was holding his helmet, but he's also had his hand down on that abdominal area, which was so painful. He was describing yesterday how it affected the way he threw the ball, that every time he would kind of torque his body. He told him that it's your responsibility to call it. Reed from the pocket, crossing route. And they continue to use the tight ends effectively. Orstrom got out there. Big gain out near midfield. Second catch tonight for the Swede. Marion Morrow runs hard to the left, picks up just a couple. West. And the flag. And it's going to be a
movement by A&M receiver, Craver.
Ball start. Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Way too many penalties on Elko's offense. Reed zips it to the sidelines, and the catch made by Craver, knocked out of bounds near midfield, picked up 5. Pressure comes. Reed steps up and launches. One-handed grab by Ashton Bethel Roman, still running. Bethel Roman, the redshirt freshman, gets involved, makes a huge play.
Brought pressure up the middle, but watch them pick this pressure up. Gives Marcel Reed a great pocket to be able to step up in. Heck of a job. Whoa, very close to taking that chance.
Roman. So first and goal. Reed zips it incomplete. It was a fastball off the hands of Concepcion. Woodland was in coverage. Hands off, and Smith, initial contact, able to move forward, but it's going to be third and goal. Got just a yard. Defender standing in the end zone, almost enticing him to throw it to that side. Instead, he throws a pick over the middle. Picked off by Halsey. Halsey all the way out to the 25. So Reed makes a mistake, and LSU with a huge takeaway.
Well, normally
trying to extend the lead to double digits. Nussmeier took a beating last time, remember, back in the game, flips it down, and Bowers Sharp, the tight end, is going to be tackled behind the line, lost 2.
You and I were looking at this.
With the Houston Cougars, 7 picks there, and now 2 for LSU. Durham runs inside. It appeared that he injured his shoulder. You can kind of lip read one of the athletic trainers somewhere. Third down defense in the country is 23%. They break down these third down situations.
Offense, number 0. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
And there's a huge tape of 3rd and 7 plus a penalty. Aggies rush 4, ball out quickly, but a long way for Aaron Anderson to go, and he's going to be bumped out by Chappelle. So here comes the punt team.
Chappelle, we're kind of going back and forth, grabbing the jerseys.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness against the defense. 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run. First down.
Wow, that's a crusher. The punt team's on for LSU, and a dead ball personal foul gives LSU new life to the 42. Up to the right of the screen.
Yep, up to the right.
And now Nussmeier taking a shot downfield. Looping throw, catch made by Barry and Brown. Deep shot. He beat Ricks that time, and LSU was set up.
Well, good shot.
From the 17. Nussmeier steps up, throws end zone. He almost threw a pick. Tracking back across was Dalton Brooks, the safety.
You know, you see that throw. 6 on the year for A&M's defense.
Now they hand it off to Barry, and the freshman bursting down inside the 5. Brian Kelly said he's earned the start, and he looks the part, 13 yards.
Great job.
Off to the left. He threw it that way before. Now Nussmeier's going to run it. Nussmeier tried to weave his way inside, had to bounce it back, and he'll take a loss. Nope. Second and goal. Barry, hesitation, makes a cut. Freshman in the end zone. LSU reclaims the lead. See Elko's face, how disappointing that was from the A&M perspective. That penalty, as the PAT, by the way, doinks off the upright, and the lead is still 1. Ramos, very reliable kicker, they get 8 plays, and LSU back on top by 1. Ali, impressive play so far from Marlon Berry. Handoff, right side. Owens picks up about 5.
And just think, if you're an A&M fan, it's 3rd and goal from
Timeouts and the 2-minute timeout to work with. Pressure. Reed got the ball out. Catch made on the end. Craver. Oh, Craver flashing the speed, just brought down. Picked up 20, but wanted to take it the distance.
And you know, he told us about.
And Reed trapped and spun down behind the line by West Weeks. Loss of 2.
Really good job at taking away the.
And the ball batted in the air and intercepted. Deflected off the edge and picked off by Harold Perkins. Mansour delay in the lockdown corner, got a piece of it, and Perkins was there. And they charge him down to the student section.
Will he have time with the freshman tackles?
Well, they move the pocket and get the ball quickly on the edge to Kyle Parker, who's brought down by Chappelle after about a 5-yard gain.
And Mike Oko not sitting back at all. There's no safety behind.
Second down play. Durham off the right side, still going. Caden Durham lowers the shoulder, delivers a blow, and it's into the red zone before Dalton Brooks got him.
Well, Nick Nussmeier.
Durham in motion. Nussmeier looks back to the right, and Aaron Anderson really couldn't work through Cassius Howell. The pass rusher dropped into coverage that time.
Henderson up top.
It's Green who motions across. They run it to Durham, who darts forward and is knocked down after a 3-yard gain. Can spend a timeout here. It's Anderson motioning back and forth. And they look short. Anderson dropped it. Probably a good thing. He really had nowhere to run at that point. And the clock would have kept ticking. They would have had to run the field goal team out quickly.
Yeah, it's
a record for points scored and field goals made at LSU. And he knocks it through. Boy, most of this first half, the A&M offense clicking. They seem to be in control of things.
Yeah, and you talk to him. That's what Garrett Nussmeier did there.
He's never minded tough coaching. He's gotten it really from the time he started playing football. And they hand it off to Owens. Owens with a quick burst to the 40. They have a couple timeouts if they want to spend them here.
Well, yeah, you run a football there just of seeing what might happen, and you hit a crease, fire and stop the clock.
If LSU comes after him, they're showing pressure. They don't bring it, and it's a check down. Owens makes a cut. Flag is out as he's knocked down in LSU territory at the 49, down to 5 seconds.
Holding. Offense, number 55. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Monte Adams, the right guard.
They were early, but some miscues, as we've talked about, changed the momentum, and now they get a chance to start the second half and try to get it going with the football.
Bussey from the 1. And Terry Bussey breaks free. Look out. Just tackled. Touchdown saving play made on the far sidelines. Aaron Burrow, the kicker, got into position to stop Bussey. You brought it back 43 yards. Owens and Morrow. And Reed takes off. Marcel Reed weaving his way into the LSU secondary. Picks up 14.
Well, we'll go.
Getting that 2-back look. And again, they don't hand it off. Reed rolls the pocket and has to throw it on the ground. There was nobody open. Morrow was covered well in the flat.
That's a coverage sack. Really.
Keeps it again. Reed has the edge. Makes a cut. Takes a big shot inside the 35 from Jack Pyburn. Just short of the marker. It'll be 3rd and 1. Now Cooley, who delivered the big shot. Owens is the back on 3rd and 1. Handoff up the middle. And they do move the sticks. Holly?
Well, they want to be smart about.
It's got a lighter frame, but able to put some weight on.
Added some muscle in the offseason. Turning the corner is Owens, and he's tackled after ripping off a 9-yard play. That kick return set him up, and this Aggie offense kind of regaining momentum. A very solid offensive line. Guys who are experienced in the program. End around. Craver. Just able to tackle him at the 11-yard line after a 10-yard gain. Amari Daniels is in the backfield on this first down play, but it's an end around again. They try it to Craver. This time coming around the corner. Big collision. Knocked out short of the pylon by A.J. Halsey.
That was a foot race with the corner, P.J. Wood.
In that second quarter.
Jakeem Jackson in up the top there.
On the edge, no play. There's a whistle before the snap. Bethel Roman ended up with the ball, but the whistle had blown before the pass was thrown, and it's a false start.
Offense, number 78. 5-yard penalty.
No foregone conclusions down here, are there? It's down markers at the 1. Run all the way. And Reed's going to be knocked down at the 5 by Halsey, who's making play after play for this defense.
Not fooled at all. If you want to win in here, you got to finish these red zone opportunities with touchdowns.
From the pocket, Reed scrambling and scoring. Second rushing touchdown for the Aggie quarterback. A&M back on top.
That's heaven, man.
Tell Harold Perkins is sitting in there at linebacker.
The Vanderbilt loss moved him back to weak side linebacker. Perkins flag out on the PAT. Bond knocked it through. It's going to be offsides on LSU, so they can decline it, and the lead will be 3.
Outside. Number 0 of the defense. That penalty is declined. The try is good.
Zirkle to boot it away. It's going to be Brown from the 4. Darian Brown spinning free, finally knocked down about the 23. Holly, ab injury, that can affect your velocity and your accuracy. Barry for 3.
Boy, LSU fans have to be.
From the pocket, Nussmeier on second down. Long throw to the sideline. It's going to be broken up by Des Ricks, who stepped in front of Brown that time. 3rd and 7 now.
I did Brown today.
And they protect Nussmeier. 7. And he's going to be brought down at the line. Once again, that pass rush. That's DJ Hicks this time. And it's 4th down.
There are a lot of great defensive minds out there, but they're now 0 for 6 on 3rd down against Elko.
And no surprise, they've been tough all year. Chadwick with a big boot. Concepcion backed up all the way to the 23 and breaks free. Look out. KC Concepcion still running. They're not going to catch him. KC Concepcion. Touchdown, A&M, 79 yards. The return game, a huge part for A&M here in the 3rd quarter. They made huge plays on special teams, but that's the biggest special teams play tonight. And A&M, a couple of touchdowns here in the first part of the 3rd quarter to go up by 10.
You mentioned a big return to get the second half started on the kickoff. That's just making a guy miss. That's not great blocks. Now you got some blocks, and now the instincts just take over. He's so gifted and so natural. A&M has come out with a different attitude here in this second half. Offense, 185.
Talked about the connection Holly did between Reed and Concepcion. Each of them have 2 touchdowns tonight. LSU with Barry and Brown dancing around. A flag comes in as he's dropped at the 16. Suddenly, Kirk, this is a 10-point deficit for an offense that has struggled frequently this year to create big plays. It's going to be a holding, so it'll be half the distance.
During the return, holding, 46 receiving team. Penalty is half the distance to the goal. 1st down.
And just like last year, LSU had the lead.
They're going to respond. Great teams respond.
Nussmeier, high throw, and catch made. Tackle immediately made by Ricks. In the SEC, LSU with a couple of losses, 2-2 in the conference, cannot afford a third. Pitch incomplete on the sidelines, Kirk. So there's urgency in this game, but also urgency with all the hopes and dreams and goals of this football team. Not going to buzz it. Those 3rd and 4 here. Quickly on the edge. Anderson spins free, fights hard. It's going to be tricky to spot.
And they're moving the sticks. That's their
first down.
That's their first conversion on 3rd down.
Xavier Thomas in motion. They hand it to him. It's a little wrinkle as he looked like he was going to be headed behind the quarterback to the far side. Stopped. Albert Regis wasn't fooled. Motion. Barry is the back on this 2nd and 10. Fake it to him. Nussmeier steps up, flips it far side over the head of Aaron Anderson, who is tightly covered by Chappelle, but it had to be a perfect throw that time.
Yeah, he tried to go up and over, looked up, bringing a 7th.
Pressure comes. Had to hurry to throw, and the catch is made along the near sidelines. Good grab there by Xavier Thomas, but he's short. Don't mention fire around here. And I'm not talking about flames. A lot of fans have used that word. And ball will roll dead. There's a flag down on the far side of the field. It's a good long punt that rolled dead at the 21. Now we'll check the marker.
Illegal formation, kicking team, more than 4 in the backfield, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
May want to make them kick it again after that big bounce.
Special teams issues piling up rapidly. Bussey is back deep. This kick is not nearly as good. And it's off his chest. Scramble for it. A&M says they retain possession. Kind of came up on this very short high punt, bounced right off the numbers. Looks like Bravian Rogers for the Aggies may have made them the saving recovery. Still trying to unpile.
Yeah, there were 2 guys that had the ball simultaneously. And you got both sides saying, we got it.
Some serious lobbying. Pyburn and Bethel Rowan having some fun.
That's just one of those where you're just wrestling underneath the pile.
James Carter trying to sort things out.
Texas A&M.
So A&M does avoid the muff punt there.
Cannot afford to get down 17.
Already 2 touchdowns by the Aggies here in the 3rd quarter. Reed looking for more. Takes off. Look, he's great from the pocket and all that. He's improved as a passer. He wants that to be his calling card. But when things break down, he says he also loves his backyard football. We were asking, do you think you can score for the Aggies basketball team? Oh, yeah. I think I get 12, 14 a game as a point guard. A lot of football players think they can hoop.
Yeah, he went to McCall.
Owens. Flag comes in. Plenty of yards for the first down inside the 35, but that's in the area where you'd suggest it's holding. Actually, it's being signaled holding against LSU's defense as Owens limps off.
During the run, holding. Defense, number 88. That's a 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Gooden was fighting through a double team and there on KC Concepcion and then went down himself.
Concepcion had the ankle checked. Morrow houses it. Aggies pulling away, 24-yard touchdown. And A&M, just like last year, dominating Kelly's team after the break.
You know, sometimes in man-to-man coverage, we always think about the receivers and the corners.
You said it was a little gloomy coming in, some pessimism on the fan base. And now, Kirk, we're noticing a few empties over there.
Stands are empty in here. It's very strange.
Yeah, he said the blanking embarrassing. You could see what he said to his teammates there. Serious urgency. Quick pitch in the perimeter to Berrien Brown. A&M will give him that stuff at this point.
Oh, yeah. Keep everything in front. You don't want to give up any explosive.
Nobody got more than 24 points in the first 6 games of the year. Vanderbilt put 31 on them last week. The Aggies now with 35 and counting. Showing pressure. They bring it, and Green, the target there, tackled immediately by Scooby Williams, who's been getting healthy, rejoining the A&M defense the last couple of weeks, and his 4th down.
So they walk 8 by Scooby Williams, the backer.
Now they're booing, and there's also some chanting we could hear as Concepcion is back in the game, fields the punt again. Look out, Casey Concepcion dancing and weaving, still going. They couldn't bring him down, runs out of tackles, and is going to be stopped inside the LSU 35. That will only increase the volume level of these boos.
Ropes, mentally not sharp. I'd take a shot here.
Quarterback keeper. Reed dangerous anytime he's got the ball in his hands. Halsey knocks him down.
Let's see, he's frustrated.
Clock now. And zips it across the middle. Pass was behind Craver that time. Made a nice catch. Picked up 5 yards for a 1st down. Offense. Daniels. Quick burst down to the 15. This is a kind of not an electric play. You said go for the jugular. They may do so, but they're doing it methodically here.
Game.
Handoff. Daniels around the left side, knocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line. DJ Pickett knocked him out after a 13-yard gain. This seems inevitable that A&M's going to punch it in and
play with anybody in the country.
DJ Smith down near the goal line, spotted short. Alabama
team
tight ends shifting around. And they hand it off to one of them in the backfield. Flag is down. Orchestra, the tight end there, took the handoff, and he was excited about scoring as a running back.
There are 2 fouls on the defense. Both will be declined. Offside, number 88 defense. Illegal substitution, 12 players in the formation against the defense. Both of those fouls are declined. The result of the play was a touchdown.
It's almost like what else? Remember we talked about unforced errors? You know, the illegal formation, 12 men on the field, eye candy with the motion. Colin Klein, the play caller, said a heck of a night himself.
Before, we know all about Death Valley at night. We're going to come there and make it our house.
Absolutely. Johnny, I know all the Ags proud of this effort tonight.
Fan attitude is here in Baton Rouge. Celebratory if you're an Aggie. Esmeyer on the move, on the run, hits Aaron Anderson, who scoots out. Big gain near midfield, got 22.
It's down.
Tried to find Anson on the slant. He was very well covered.
They're as good as anybody, in my opinion, the way they're playing right now, that there is in the country.
Esmeyer, he's going to be sacked all the way back at the 30. That's Ryland Kennedy, who backs up Howell, joining the party, and slow to get up. 16-yard loss. 3rd and 26. Good luck. Nussmeier from the pocket, too high. And he's knocked down again after the throw. They can get the W tonight, and it's turned into a nightmare in the second half. 4 punts, 3 and outs forced by this A&M defense in the 3rd quarter, and now early in the 4th. Smith, the short gain.
You know, Texas A&M, if you go
scrambles, so not design runs at all. Smith inside. It's going to be the 4th consecutive game where LSU's given up huge rushing yards to a quarterback. Holly?
Well, Marcel is infectious.
He does. On 3rd down, he's going to keep it, and he's going to be tackled short of the 1st down. Play made on the edge by Jamari Butler. 4th down now.
Yeah, again.
I like their chances against Sam, though. In that third.
I had nothing for Sam. I got everything else. I got nothing on Sam.
That's the virtual bye week in the SEC when they all just take a timeout.
I was like, I was good.
They're routinely putting 40+ on the board in the road.
These guys, man, they 42-18, it's 0-0 to this defense, to this entire team.
I agree. These guys are the game is salted away, but they're playing hard down.
When teams get
pass underneath. Caught by Johnson. You're right. A lot of teams have been over there high-fiving their fans because the Aggie fans have moved down behind their bench. Or Nussmeier makes the long throw. Green makes the catch, but he's going to be stopped short. Des Ricks came up, hit him immediately, and the Aggies will take over on downs.
Chris, you're going to
largely for the A&M defense. Reed still out there and still running. I don't know if you'd want to have Marcel Reed taking hits at this point in the game. Does pick up 4.
Chris, I don't know how good LSU is. I mean, it's easy to look at this and say, oh, they had the lead, by the way. They had the lead in the. That was just getting it done, showing maturity on the road. This is just
comprehensive. Very, very tough-minded team.
Absolutely. You know, we 15. Chris, in the era of portal focus that it takes to make a run throughout an entire season into the postseason.
You know, the motto has been finish. They didn't like the way the season finished last year. Remember, they were playing for a bid in the SEC championship game. They had.
They continue to get better and better with Ty Simpson.
Cut back, spinning and scoring. Jamarian Morrow joins the party with a touchdown for a true freshman.
I mean, you got 5 backs when Moss is healthy. Kind of an embarrassment of riches, and every single guy, when he gets a chance, he's competing for carries.
It's going to be 35 points in the second half after the PAT to follow the 31 points a year ago. Morrow, Reed
getting blown out by Texas A&M at home on a Saturday night.
And it's off to Tuscaloosa, by the way, next game.
They get it done in Texas. What a story, right?
Yeah, Ryan Niblett, who had a punt return in Red River, had one 79-yarder to basically get it even, and then they won it in overtime. Arch Manning left the game hurt in OT. Michael Van Buren, one time a Mississippi State starter, comes in there and finds Trades Green, who catches it in stride out near midfield.
Boy, that's right off the bench. Comes in for Garrett Nussmeier. Strike.
And now gets welcomed to the game by that pass rush.
Well, they have moved DJ Chester, who's could play center.
Van Buren on the move, zips it across the middle, and the catch is made by Hilton.
10-year, $95 million contract in 21. And he's got a buyout for $53 million. So I don't. Is that even? I mean, besides the fan.
The real weakness of this team, one particular area, is kind of an important one. The offensive line is what's held them back more than anything. And then the defense.
I think a long way to go.
None of those SEC games are going to be easy, to say the least. Arkansas comes here. You got Tuscaloosa. They got to go to Norman in the finale. Van Buren pressured. And going to take a hit as he's run out of bounds.
Nussmeier reminds me of
like conduct penalty on Jordan Lockhart, shot on the sidelines on that last carry by Van Buren. Van Buren running for his life, this time to the far side, and scoots out of bounds near the 15.
You know, the last time we came in here, I thought the Cincinnati Bearcats. What a year.
Van Buren, well, he's come in and now he's taking the punishment from these Aggies who are still playing hard on defense.
Again, that's the personality.
Are these edge that are really successful? You're a lock. I saw it on ESPN. You're a lock for the playoff. Now the battle is to focus. Van Buren steps away from the pressure. Trying to direct traffic and get somebody open in the end zone, and throws it. And off the juggle, Kyle Parker comes up with it. Touchdown LSU.
Kind of stopped the ball with his left hand. Then he got focused on his feet. It was just a matter of whether or not he had possession. You know, he's really had to come on this year with Aaron Anderson dealing with injury. There's the left hand. Now I watch his eyes go straight down. He makes sure I'm in. Possess the ball. Has it.
And I believe we had 5 points tonight. Ramos, it was a big year.
Was a big
year.
Let's take a peek at these SEC standings.
And now Elko. Miles O'Neill gets to take victory formation.
Well,
home is with the Aggies fans, who now at this point outnumber LSU fans, if you can believe that. I would say far outnumber them. The Aggies come to Death Valley and pummel LSU to stay perfect on the season.